You know that moment when something so ridiculous happens, it feels like the universe is playing a prank on you? That's exactly what went down in my little corner of Willow Creek, a sleepy suburb in Ohio, when my daughter Lily and I built a snowman that accidentally started a war with the queen of our HOA, Diane. It's a story so wild, it's hard to believe it all began with a pile of snow and a carrot nose. But by the end, it changed our neighborhood forever. It was one of those perfect winter mornings, the kind where the snow's so fresh it sparkles like it's got a secret, and the air's so crisp it bites your lungs just a little. Lily, my 7-year-old, was bouncing around, begging to build a snowman, not just any snowman, but the biggest one our street had ever seen. So we got to work, rolling these massive snowballs across the yard, packing them tight, laughing as our mittens got soaked. By the time we were done, this thing was a beast taller than me, solid as a rock, with a red scarf fluttering in the wind, a crooked carrot nose, and 2 stick arms that looked like they were daring the world to mess with it. Neighbors stopped by, dog walkers gave us thumbs up, kids down the block were yelling, "That's the coolest snowman ever." For once, I felt like I'd done something right in this neighborhood, a place that had felt like a pressure cooker ever since we moved in, with all its HOA rules and Diane's clipboard always lurking. Then, like a storm cloud on a sunny day, Diane showed up. She's the kind of person who walks like she owns the street, her heavy coat swishing, clipboard tucked under her arm like a general's battle plan. Before I could even say hi, she's pointing at our snowman, her eyes narrowed like it's some kind of criminal. "This," she snaps, "is a violation of the HOA's aesthetic standards. It's obstructing driver sight lines, it's oversized, it's a hazard." I'm standing there, snow on my boots, trying not to laugh at how absurd this is. "Diane, it's just a snowman," I say, keeping my voice calm. "It'll melt in a week." But she's already scribbling on her clipboard, muttering about fines, safety risks, and how this doesn't fit the vision of Willow Creek. Lily's looking up at me, confused, snowflakes stuck to her hat, probably wondering why this lady's so mad about something that made everyone else smile. I give Diane my best polite grin, the one I know drives her nuts, and tell her the snowman's staying. She huffs, warns me I'll regret this defiance, and storms off, her boots crunching like she's stomping on my soul. I didn't think much of it at first. Diane was always throwing around threats, fining people for mailboxes that leaned a quarter-inch too far, or yelling about kids' bikes left on driveways. But that night, under a sky full of stars, I hear this loud revving outside my house. I step onto the porch just in time to see Diane's shiny black SUV Pride and Joy, the one she brags about at every HOA meeting, barreling toward our snowman like it's a personal enemy. Headlights blazing, tires squealing on the icy road. She slams into it with this wild confidence, like she's gonna crush it and prove she's the boss. Except, the snowman doesn't budge. That thing we spent all day packing? It's like a block of ice. Her SUV, though? Hood crumpled like tinfoil, airbag popped, front bumper lying in the snow like a sad trophy. The scarf's still fluttering, the carrot nose pointing down at her wrecked car like it's laughing. Neighbors' lights flick on, doors open, people in pajamas and coats spill out, some gasping, some already chuckling. Diane's sitting there, stunned, gripping the wheel, her airbag deflated against her chest. Lily tugs my hand, whispering, "Is the snowman okay, Daddy?" I tell her it's fine, and her giggle cuts through the night, spreading like wildfire until half the block's laughing. Diane scrambles out of her car, red-faced, screaming that I rigged the snowman with rocks or metal, that it's a death trap I built to sabotage her. The more she yells, the more ridiculous she looks, her SUV steaming behind her, the snowman standing tall like it's mocking her. I don't say much, just let her rage echo into the night. Sometimes silence hits harder than words. But when she points at me, accusing me of criminal intent in front of everyone, I finally speak up, calm as can be. "Diane, it's just snow and ice, same as what's in your yard. You saw us build it." The neighbors, not half of them, watched us rolling those snowballs all day. That night, the story of Diane's SUV versus the snowman spreads like gossip at a church picnic, texted from phone to phone, whispered on porches. Her big moment of triumph? Total humiliation. By morning, though, I knew this wasn't over. Diane wasn't the type to take a loss and slink away. Sure enough, an HOA email lands in my inbox, full of her signature buzzwords endangering community integrity, reckless disregard for safety, claiming I used hazardous materials in the Snowman. I laugh, thinking no one's gonna buy that I hid concrete in a snow pile. But then neighbors start asking, half serious, if I reinforced it with ice blocks or something. Diane's rumor machine is already churning. That evening, she calls an emergency HOA meeting, and it's like something out of a bad movie. She's up there in a neck braces where she wasn't wearing it yesterday, dramatically recounting how she was inspecting for safety when my booby trap destroyed her car. Gasps ripple through the room. But then Mike, this older guy with a no-nonsense vibe, stands up and says his Ring camera caught the whole thing. Diane freezes, sputtering about invasion of privacy. But Mike just shrugs and says, if you're gonna blame him, maybe we should all see who endangered who. The room shifts, people whispering, eyeing her differently. She adjourns the meeting in a hurry, but not before glaring at me like I'm her personal villain. The next few days, it's like Diane's waging a one-woman war. Notices taped to my mailbox. It's half an inch too tall. Letters about my trash bins being visible for 10 minutes too long. The best one? She claims Lily's snow angels are unauthorized landscaping alterations. It's so ridiculous I'm almost impressed, but I can feel her trying to grind me down with paperwork and fines. Except, something's changing. Neighbors who used to avoid me start stopping by, sharing their own Diane stories, fines for planting wrong flowers, demands to repaint sheds 3 times for the right beige. The Snowman's cracked something open, a shared resentment that's been simmering for years. Kids start building mini snowmen in every yard, decked out with hats, sunglasses, even a beer bottle in one, courtesy of Mike. Diane stomping around, threatening fines, but she can't keep up. The streets turning into a winter rebellion, and it's glorious. Then comes the legal letter. Certified mail, fancy law firm letterhead, demanding I pay for her SUV, her medical bills, her emotional trauma. It's absurd, but it's also serious, not bluffing. I'm staring at our snowman that night, its coal eyes glinting in the moonlight, and Lily asks if Diane's lawyer is stronger than us. I tell her no, the truth's stronger, but inside, I'm bracing for a fight. I start collecting everything. Her notices, her slanderous flyers, neighbor stories. Mike shows me his footage, and it's gold. Diane's SUV idling for 10 seconds before she floors it. No skid, no accident, just pure spite. I hold off on using it though. Timing's everything. Let her dig her own grave a little deeper. Things escalate at the next HOA meeting. Diane's in full theater mode, waving papers she won't show anyone, claiming I'm conspiring to ruin her. But then Sarah, a quiet neighbor who's had enough, pulls out old HOA budgets, pointing out thousands in administrative costs for stuff like spa trips and fancy dinners. The room's buzzing now, people demanding answers. Diane's face goes red, her voice shrill, but she's losing them. Then, in a last-ditch move, she announces a community safety demo to prove snowmen are dangerous. Picture this, Diane, in a golf cart, aiming at a flimsy snowman she built, thinking she'll smash it and win the crowd. Instead, it explodes into powder, showering her in snow, and she tumbles out, landing flat on her back. The crowd, kids, parents, even reporters who caught wind of this circus loses it, laughing so hard they're doubled over. The video's online by morning, shared everywhere. Diane's fall, the new neighborhood meme. But I know humiliation makes her dangerous. The lawsuit's still looming, and she's not done. I'm ready, though. At the final HOA meeting before elections, she's screaming I'm a menace, a danger to kids, waving more confidential papers. I stand up, calm, and tell the truth. It was just a snowman, built with love, and Diane chose to ram it. Mike plays the video, gasps, then silence as her SUV charges and crumples. Sarah lays out the financial proof, page after page of her scams. Neighbors start shouting, sharing their own stories of her bullying. Diane's empire collapses right there, her supporters slinking away, her voice drowned out by the crowd's outrage. In court, it's the same story. Her lawyer spins a wild tale of my fortified snow weapon, but Mike's video shuts it down. Sarah's record seal at Diane's not just reckless, she's a thief. The judge tosses her case, slaps her with court fees, and her insurance company comes after her for fraud. Walking out, Lily's hand in mine, neighbors clapping me on the back. I feel like we've won more than a lawsuit. The HOA election's a landslide. Mike's president, Sarah's treasurer, and Diane's gone. Her house up for sale, her reign over. The neighborhood's different now. Kids play without fear, yards have personality, and snowmen pop up like symbols of freedom. Lily and I build another one, bigger, with neighbors pitching in, laughing, decorating it like a festival. Standing there, watching it glow under the streetlights, I realized this ridiculous snowman didn't just survive Diane, it broke her. And it broke the fear that held us all. But here's the thing. Part of me wonders if she'll be back, scheming from some new corner of the world, because people like Diane never really let go. Or maybe she's just a cautionary tale now, a reminder that even the smallest thinks a snowman. A kid's laugh can topple a tyrant if you stand your ground. So what do you think? Was Diane just a bully who got what she deserved, or did we push her too far? Ever dealt with someone like her in your neighborhood? Drop a comment, share your story. I'm dying to hear how you'd handle a Diane. And if you laughed at this, hit that share button. Let's spread the word about the snowman that started a revolution.